This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The Trippers, the Grasshoppers, the Hit Ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Drunk and Charge coming in. Bad jokes on the way. Email those bad jokes to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. We'll kick off the bad jokes right before the shot of the day. Our question: what did someone really suck at so bad, but you just didn't have the heart to tell them? 844-999-OLA.
Hello, Paula. Welcome to the men's room.
Why, thank you.
Hola.
Hola. So, this is about me sucking. You can suck in many ways. I do, but I especially suck at anything that has to do with fine manual dexterity because I have an inherited tremor. And unfortunately, I've always had a hobby of, I had a reptile rescue when I was younger, and now I have a farm. And these animals need to be attended to. They need shots. They need to have their temperature taken, not...
And you're saying, so here's this, you're coming up with shaky hands, is what you're telling us.
Yeah, and big long needles and thermometers that go up butt.
Yeah,
how shaky?
I mean, look, man, if I'm one of those animals and you're walking out of the house with shaky hands and a thermometer, and I know that, like, I'm going to kick you, snarl or something.
Paula, do you smoke?
I don't smoke.
Oh, that would be entertaining because you look like you're always ashing.
Right.
How much do you shake?
Well, it gets a little shakier as I age, but I shake enough to where I used to roll drum tobacco.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I looked like a real junkie when I was rolling tobacco.
Well, to be fair, everyone already does when they do, but you're right, with shaky hand. Look, I'm not going to lie to you, Paul, and I think most guys, our minds have all gone to the same place. You could come in hand, you would have a specialty.
Well, Paula, have you ever smoked any weed to see what that would do?
Yeah, we'd sort of, I get the bad effects, the paranoia, all that stuff, and not the good effects from it. So I'll do it once in a while. Somebody will offer me some, and then, afterward, I'm like, damn it.
I'm shaky and paranoid.
Right.
How?
I'm shaky. Yeah.
What age did it start, where it's the point that you couldn't control it anymore?
Well, I inherited it, so I guess, I was born with it.
So you had a hard time writing and stuff in school?
Well, no, that's, you can override that, especially when you're younger. I was an artist, and I did a lot of very fine work when I was younger, detail stuff. And I went to a neurologist. My parents started to notice it around 10 or 11, and the neurologist, checked and made sure it wasn't Parkinson's or anything. And he told me, an 11-year-old child, that if I had to get up in front of a group, like any time you would normally shake, I will be shaking worse. So if I had to speak publicly, he said I should have a martini first.
Let me ask you.
I know you're 11 years old,
Paula,
kid, but listen, drink a martini anytime you got to get in front of the class and give a book report.
Well, Paula, you're speaking in front of, we have a huge listening audience, at least 50 people. So is this bothering you at all?
It doesn't bother me. Other people notice it, but like anything, if you've had it your whole life, you don't notice it so much.
How many times do you have to explain it, though? I mean, how many times do people approach you and ask?
Man. When I was traveling, if you go to other countries or probably even other parts of this country, people actually look at you. Mm-hmm. I was traveling in India and other places, and people, the people who were native to the countries would like at the shops, or they would say, "Are you all right?"
What is wrong with that?
Well, Paula, you have to understand. Okay, look, let's just say that we sit down beside each other on a plane, all right? And you sit down, and we wait for the beverage cart to come, and I'm going to order like a double Jack and Ginger or something, because that's what I'm going to get into, and you order a glass of wine, okay? The moment they bring that wine, and the moment that you reach for it, and your hand is shaking like crazy, and you go to grab that wine glass, I'm going to be thinking to myself, oh boy,
she's got a problem.
You really needed that, didn't you? You know what I mean? So my natural thought is going to be like, look at this alky going for the first drink of the day.
Well,
when in fact, the alcoholic is beside you going for his 8th, you know, so I have no room to talk, but that would be my thought. Like, we have a friend, and he has kind of some of those issues, but he has a difficult time getting into bars and other things based on the fact that people think he's already intoxicated, and he can't get
wasted.
served. And he's not. He's stone cold sober, and I don't even think he drinks.
No, he doesn't.
So, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, if I would usually ask that it not be brought in stemware.
Give me your worst china, please.
Because I would be thinking about you and, not dumping it all over you. But, like if I go out and have a Manhattan, which is my drink of choice, they'll bring me the full glass, the little martini glass.
I was going to say, isn't that served in a martini glass? That's the hardest glass there is to balance anything in.
I know, and I have to lean down and suck a little bit off the top before.
Yeah, I mean, like you're asking like a guy with no arms to win a ping pong tournament.
Right.
I mean, like you're going for the hardest thing that you could possibly drink.
Maybe just tell him to put it in a regular highball glass or something.
Well, I guess I could. Good idea.
There you go.
I'll do that, but the thing is, of course, after I've had a few sips of the Manhattan, then I don't shake anymore, and then I can pick it up.
And then that's when I think even
why
more
don't
about
you
you
drink more?
That's when I think even more on the plane. Like I knew that Alky would stop shaking once she got some alcohol in her.
Paula, if I'm you, I'm half in the bag all the time.
Right, exactly. Feeding goats, doing shots,
taking temperatures. What is the one thing that's the hardest to do that most of us wouldn't think of? Like, is it like tying your shoes? Is it signing a check? What?
Oh, like tiny buttons.
Ah, yeah.
Tiny buttons. Paula,
Paula, hang on. I got to ask. When you had the reptile sanctuary, did you ever get bit by a snake?
Oh, I have stories, yeah. Yeah, of course, you get bit by them if you have, a whole bunch of them. But it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not even that big a deal unless, I had one or two close calls. But I got to say, I have horses now. And although they don't intend to eat you after they kill you, they're so much more dangerous.
Right.
Wait. Well, the fact that you think your horses might kill you says that, look, I don't know what it is about people that own any animal other than dogs, right? Because, Miles, your cat, it'll maul you, it'll scratch you.
My cat grabbed me by the face.
Right. It bit your nose, and it's like, ha, that's what cats do. I would kill my dog. My dog does nothing.
Okay, I've got to ask, Paula. You said you have to take these animals' temperatures.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to assume that you have to take the temperature where I think you need to take the temperature.
Oh, yeah, rectal.
Yeah. Rectal.
I don't know if you should have that shaky hand behind that horse or not.
That's what I'm saying. The horse is going to kick you.
Oh, well, horses don't mind because,
I bet they don't. They freaky like that. I heard that about horses. Oh, here comes Shakes. Yeah, take my
safety word is Ed.
Those horses are pretending they're sick. Am I hot? Take my temperature, Mama.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would
But the alpacas, they make little things that look exactly like coffee beans. And their little rectum is just like a pinpoint. And so
I have to admit, I did not know that about alpacas
I did not.
before this moment.
I did. I'm an alpaca guy, though.
Yeah.
So they just shoot out little raisins?
they look exactly like coffee beans. Taking orders for gag Christmas gifts now. But, yeah. So
Wait a minute.
If you send real poop, that's not a gag.
I mean, like, you're going to send someone a bag of alpaca poop?
I might.
All right.
It looks just like it, but they figured it out pretty fast when they poured it into the grinder.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, Paula. What's wrong with you?
Hey, Paula, you evil.
I mean,
You are. You're going to ruin
Damn.
someone's coffee grinder with alpaca
You
turds.
ruined my coffee grinder. You put alpaca poop in a
Pranking
bag?
somebody means fake poop.
Right. Damn.
What do you know someone sucks for a fact, but you don't have the heart to tell them? 844-999-OLA.
Should we have told Paula she's bad at practical jokes?
Like, damn, Paula, you don't actually give them poop, man. You at least you stop them before they put it in the grinder. We can agree on that.
Yes.
Ted, don't do it, man. I'm just kidding. It's a bag full of poop. They'll be mad enough at that point. Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So I got my hair cut a couple weeks ago, not from my normal, I don't know what you call it, hairdresser, barber, whatever.
Barber, yeah.
But she was just there, and I needed to get my hair cut. So I went in there, had her do it, and it was so bad. It looked like a 5-year-old took scissors to my hair. And I don't got a lot of hair left, so I take pretty good pride in the fact I got some left on top. And it was so bad, I went home and I shaved my head.
Oh, damn, man.
You're kidding me.
I am not kidding. It was. I don't even know how she had the job. But
Did you know this was happening as she was cutting it, or was the big reveal when she's done?
Well, it's kind of funny because my girlfriend was there with me, and she never comes. So about 3/4 of the way through the haircut, I'm like, hey, come over here. I need to talk to you for a second. I'm like, what do you think of the haircut? She's like, oh, it looks great. And like, I was hoping she was going to be like, oh, it looks like, crap. We got to fix it. But no, she didn't say anything. So the lady thought she was doing a great job. And I didn't have the heart to tell her. I'm like, this is just bad. I mean, I don't even know where to go with this. So, yeah. But she should not have a job. And it looked like someone put a bowl on top of my head, like an old bowl cut, shaved the sides of it, and then had like little V cuts all the way around. I mean,
What did your girlfriend say when you got out? That's the worst haircut I've ever seen, or I like it?
Well, that's the thing. I put a hat on. We went home, and I looked in the mirror, and she was like, "Oh my God, that is horrible." Like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I need your help.
Oh, man.
She didn't have the heart to say anything either. She thought she was like, midway through it, she was gonna fix it all. But no, that was the haircut.
All right, I've got to ask. It's so bad that you shave your entire head.
And this is the guy who's holding on to the hair you've got.
How do you look with a shaved head?
Well, I got a round head, so that's nice. But like I'm sitting so bad on top, I almost felt like the George Costanza going on. So it had like this really thin hair on top, and the sides of my head are all thick with black hair. So it's very noticeable.
I mean, maybe it was
everyone at work was like, why'd you shave your head? Winter's rolling around. I work outside. I was like, I don't even want to talk about it.
Did you take a picture?
Take a picture.
No, did you take it, Adam? Did you take a picture of the haircut?
No, I did not. It was horrific, man. I wanted nothing to do with it. I got rid of it as fast as I could.
Maybe it was time just to shave it off.
She wanted to let you know.
Did your girlfriend like you with a clean shaved head?
Yeah, she liked it.
All right, well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, because it looks like someone different.
Sweet.
She's like, cool. It's like being with another guy with the same
Mr.
attitude.
Clean.
Yeah.
Awesome. What did someone suck at so bad that you didn't have the heart to tell them? We've got your emails on the way from the men's room at mensroomlive.com. Also still to come, the return of Ted versus the FCC. That is all coming up next. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
What did someone suck at but you didn't have the heart to tell them? We've got a bunch of emails here from the men's room at mensroomlive.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Guys like Thrill, I'm bad at growing hair on the top of my head. I learned this a few years back when I saw a picture of myself holding my nephew and saw the horror. I knew I was going bald, but didn't realize it, and it was that bad until I saw that picture. Started shaving my head the very next day. That from Dave. Guys, I have a coworker who sucks at his job. They are basically a walking bag of S. Cannot see the requirements of the job without immediately helping and hand-holding. His duties at work include taking calls from customers to assist with troubleshooting and repairing equipment. During these phone calls, he stops and turns to me and asks me for assistance on things I've trained him on at least 10 times. Yes, it's also he's in charge of parts, but never really finds the time to make sure we have enough stock to ensure we don't run out of parts. He's also in charge of receiving stock that comes in and finds it very much a problem that no one informed him when shipments arrive, instead of walking his fat, lazy ass outside to see if they're there. On top of that, he doesn't update notes for service calls or warranty calls for Heroes or for anyone else. That from Andrew, who obviously does not like this guy very much. We got a few comments as well.
Most of the comments are about our friend Paula, who called. She's the one with the alpacas and taught us all something that most of us did not know. And we'll repeat what we learned, was that alpacas, in spite of their size, their rectums are little pinpoints, right? That's what Paula explained. And when they poop, it's the size of coffee beans and looks a lot like coffee beans. And then she said she's now accepting orders for gag gifts, because she will bag it up like a bag of coffee. And we asked, hey, man, do people realize it's poop? She said, yeah, as soon as they grind the beans. But people are loving Paula for her twisted sense of humor.
Okay, let's get to the birthdays. Bicholas need a request for a birthday shout-out for my little boy, Bryce. He was born at 8:26 a.m. today.
Damn.
He would love a "Your penis is too small." Don't worry, little man. I'm sure it'll grow after you get some of that juice from your mom. That from Peter Dangles.
Yeah, for a newborn.
Your penis! That's small! Your penis is too small!
Ola Men's I want to wish my little boy Rome a great birthday. His mom and I are proud of the little man he has become. He turns 8 today. Could you give him a kid fish sandwich, a suck it up cupcake, and an owl hitting the window? You guys are the best. Keep up the good work. That from Eyes the Beast.
Fish challenge!
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Gentlemen, today's my 21st trip around the sun. Looking forward to enjoying some Men's Room Original Red.
Excellent.
Because we think it's yummy. Can I get a barbershop fish sandwich and some dirty, dirty Germans talking about what I'm doing tonight? And Robin then telling me what not to do. Thanks, guys. That from Ben.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night, and at night.
Yeah, you say for your 21st birthday you have a Men's Room Red. I suggest the Men's Room Black penis.
Yeah, you want dirty Germans on your 21st birthday, huh? I'll get dirty with you. You're going to puke.
Nein, lieber nicht das Hammerschlagen.
Hammerschlagen.
I don't know what your slogan is, but she gonna hammer it.
Hammer on that
Gonna
schlagen.
hammer your slogan.
Please wish my wonderful husband Chris a happy birthday, and please play him an owl hitting the window from your lovely wife and awesome kids. Thanks, guys. You are awesome. That from me. Want to say happy birthday to my Canadian brother, Pete Daddy. Could you guys give him a dirty Canadian from Thrill and Ted? Thanks, guys. That from your local Wingleberry.
Hey, I hear it's your birthday today. I'll tell you what, I'll cover you in the poutine and give you the 3-finger chili dog.
Canadian. Hey, yeah. Heard it's your birthday, Hooser. Why don't you come over here and nibble on my Timbits?
No boot time?
I just put it in the boot.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done the Canadian one in a while.
Yeah.
I like your boot.
I'd like to wish a very happy birthday to amazing friend Russ. I am very lucky to have such a great person in my life. Anyway, you give him some extra dirty Germans. Thanks, guys. That from Londa.
Yeah, we do things with all 10 fingers in one orifice. No safe words tonight.
Yeah, I'll treat you like an alpaca and find the little pinhole.
Guys, wish my niece Frankie, she's in your building, a happy birthday wish from me. She's the one that got me the shirt signed by you guys. Sorry, Robin. She deserves turtle wax with a what the F in the middle and a you like that at the end. She's also into Disney, but I doubt you guys have any dirty Disney German talk. Or do you? Peace out, guys. That from Ba.
Oh my god, what the is that, bro? You like that? You like that?
Yeah, Frankie, I hear that you like Disney, so I'll show you my Steamboat Willie and cover you in something Snow White, and then we make a sex toy story.
Yeah, happy birthday. You like Disney movies, huh? Maybe like Aladdin, you come over here and rub the lamp and see if my genie pops out.
Yeah, I also have Donald Duck if you change one letter.
Sweet, spicy green beans, bitches.
I'm just here for the group stuff.
It's my brother's birthday. Give Papa Pete a triple Joey Chestnut. Thanks, guys. That from Wally.
Joey Chestnut! Joey Chestnut! Joey Chestnut!
Ola Macholos, can I get a shout out for my 26th birthday? I love listening to the show every day. Love to hear a Suck It Up Cupcake and some Aussie Ted. Cheers, fellas. That from Andrew.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Yeah, Ted here from Melbourne. Tell you what, why don't you come over? If you play your cards right, I'll show you my dirty pouch.
Found out they clean it by licking it.
Yeah.
As do I. Well, hopefully as will she.
Today's my boyfriend David's birthday. Loves you guys. And we drove all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah to Redfest.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Could you give him the lady screaming about his small penis and a Joey Chestnut? Thanks, guys. That from Lizzie.
Your penis is too small!
He's got to feel great.
Your penis! That's small! Your penis is too small! Your penis! You're too small!
Well, I wish my girlfriend a 27th birthday request. Could you get some dirty Germans and Aussie Ted, please? Thanks, guys, from Raymond.
Yeah, for your birthday, I'd like to introduce your face to my testicles. Yeah.
Yeah. Ted here from Melbourne. Why don't you come on down south, down under? Maybe get you a little dingo action. You gotta read a book, but I'll show you how it's done.
I'd like to give a shout out to my brother James. He's 28 today. He requested Dirty German Talk from Thrill and Ted. That from Janelle.
Yeah, squirt my own personal hot sauce all over your German gravy.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing that's gonna happen.
Love to give a birthday shout out to my sister-in-law, Stephanie. She turns the big 3-0 today. Can she get a Joey Chestnut in the dirtiest of Germans? Thanks, guys. From Jackie.
Joey Chestnut!
Yeah, I'm not saying that we throw you in an oven, but you will be covered in batter.
Yeah. Yeah, and special sauce. We make it at home. It's a German delicacy.
Guys, help me. I need to get a birthday shout out to Craig. He's 57. Would love to hear an original Traffic Jam Jimmy fish sandwich. How about an owl splat and a big old bong rip? This from his lady of 35 years, the lovely Lisa.
Oh, jeez Louise! Fish sandwich?
Hey guys, it's my 38th birthday. Hard time listening to you guys because I laugh so hard my back hurts. But anyway, can I get a barbershop quartet fish sandwich? Love you guys. That from Amy.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night, and at night.
And finally, Bachola's a birthday request for all my brothers and sister Marines and a bit of info on the United States Marines. Tactically acquired from another brother Marine. A little PSA. If you don't have an Eagle, Globe, or Anchor, some of this will not make any sense. Today, Marines will celebrate the birthday of the Marine Corps and the birth of our most fearless leader, Chesty Puller.
Chesty Puller?
Chesty Puller.
Okay.
That's right. We'll also herald the leadership of James Mattis, Smedley Butler, Dan Daly, and Etul Smith. You see, boys and girls, our first recruiter, Robert Mullen, worked in a bar because our service was founded in a bar. We are a breed, not a service. So here are a few things to keep in mind. Number one.
Ton Tavern?
What's that?
Ton? Right? Ton Tavern?
Not sure. No, I don't know.
I think that's where they started it.
Okay.
Number one, do not be a douchebag and say to a Marine, I almost joined the Marines. It's like saying I trained UFC while wearing a tap-out shirt. If you're a female, you can always show a Marine your breast. Studies have shown that showing your breast to a Marine cures cancer. Number three, if you are not a Marine, you can buy a Marine a shot, not a beer. If you drink, get to the point. Don't ask them if they've ever killed anyone because they will reply, who said I'm done? There's no such thing as an ex-Marine. The only ex-Marines are dead, and even though they are still wearing chucks on duty guarding the streets of heaven. Under no circumstances should you ever touch a Marine's medals. He will kill you and have 200 alibis, and God himself will vouch for him.
He will kill you.
All Marines took an oath to defend this country. It never expires as long as they are alive. Number 8. Most Marines would walk into combat tomorrow if need be. Even if they are disabled, they can still call in fire or spot. Number 9. If you see a guy wearing a hat that looks like the last letters of Scrabble that spell out Fulai, Hu, City, Danang, and Shaw, that man is a bad mofo, and simply say to him, welcome home. And number 10, we were here before the country was formed, and we will be here for a long time to come. Get used to it, because every man and woman who has an EGA is a brother or sister. To all you Zoomies and Squidberts, we would try to explain this to you. Well, you know, we would run out of crayons. Have a good week, Marines. Semper Fi, hoorah. That from Lance Corporal James S. Taylor. So here you go, guys, on the birthdays. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you. Yeah, we got plenty of requests on the Marine birthdays, by the way. So thank you for all those.
Ja, the Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Do a couple extras here. Hola, 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 bit stop. I'm from Gresham, Oregon.
Hola.
Yeah, where is Gresham, Oregon there? Robin, you spent some time in Oregon. Where are we located there? Are we near Portland? Can you listen to KGON? Is that where this is coming from?
Yes, it is right near Portland, actually.
It says, where can I get Men's Room Black for Thanksgiving? Thank you, guys. That from Scott. Scott, we'll be finding out, I think, here within the next week, or maybe even quicker than that, when Men's Room Black will be out.
We're not going to lie to you. We don't know yet.
No.
But what we do know is that very soon. But yeah, we have no hard dates.
Scott, this is how it happens, okay? Honest to God. They will tell us like 2 or 3 days in advance. They'll say, like, look, guys, the Men's Room Black comes out on a Friday. And then we will come in on Wednesday, and someone will send us 25 pictures of a full display of it located in, like
2 days before, right?
Right, exactly.
Every freaking year.
It doesn't matter.
This is what happens.
It doesn't matter when we say it's going to come out. I mean, it's going to be out there. If you see it, just buy it.
Honest
it's delicious and fantastic.
I want to say the last 3 years in a row, we're like, hey, we have a big announcement. It'll be available, say, like, next Friday. And that Wednesday, someone's like, hey, dude, I'm at Costco. Look at this picture.
A couple more here. What was taken out of your body? This is disgusting. Guys, when I was 15, dumbass that I was, I shot myself point blank with an air pistol. Middle finger, left hand. Thought it was unloaded. I was embarrassed, so I didn't want to tell anyone. It healed over and was there for the next 30 years.
30?
Flash forward, Halloween in Las Vegas. Going to be a kick-ass night. But my finger is swelling and hurting bad. Instead of paying my trip money at a doc in the box, my buddy and I decided to do some home surgery. A bottle of Jack Daniels for the doctor and patient, and it was time. We lined the kitchen sink with paper towels, iced my finger. My bud says, on 3. 1, and then he slices into the blistering pustule. Green and red yumminess gushes forth. When copper oxidizes,
Merry Christmas!
It turns green, and the BB had an iron core. It took 30 years for the copper coating to wear off. What was left looks like a miniature meteorite. So much for Halloween in Vegas. That from Bernie the Glass Man.
That's lovely.
Why does that happen in Vegas? I have friends that decided they were going to stitch each other up in Vegas.
Because you're in Vegas. You're not there to make good decisions.
And
I don't remember how they got cut, but the one guy was drunk. They never did it, but he was so drunk, he looks at everybody else and goes, I can do this. Go to the store, get me this, this, and this. And then they get back and are like, can you really do this? And he's like, no, we should take him to the hospital. Like, I guess he just said it so confident, and everybody else was wasted. They were like, all right, stitch him up.
Guys, back in the early 70s, I was working in construction, saw a young carpenter nail his foot to a deck with an air nail. 2 weeks later, his father put his air nailer in his nail bag and shot himself in the right testicle. Yes. True story. All right, bitches, I think we need to go back in time to the last time we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
Time. Shane sits while Shelly sits. Sharks sit while sheep sit. If Shane sits or Shelby sits where the sheep sits, who will sit with the shark?
3 times fast.
Shane sits where Shelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the quickest Ted versus the FCC ever. Let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, bitches, here we go. Another round of Ted versus the FCC. Oh, man, what a meth bender we were on last night.
But it helps keep you awake just to keep working, man. It's what we do. It's what we sacrifice.
With the right, we have like 4 or 5 notebooks just full of just unbelievably funny riddles for Ted versus the FCC.
Getting all that. I mean, Miles had to service 3 truckers last night.
Yeah, but
his breath was kicking this morning.
Lo and behold, we get a Ted versus the FCC from our good buddy Matt. So you're going to take on Matt today. Listeners come first, by the way. We're not going to use any of the ones we wrote. Why are you looking at me with disgust?
In spite of all that meth and service truckers.
I'm not looking at you with disgust. I'm looking at you with pride.
Pride.
I didn't realize my record's like 18-8 this year.
Oh, yeah, man. You're kicking ass. Yeah. All right, so this Ted versus the FCC.
It could be 28-8. I just didn't know I played that many.
So you're 18-8.
Oh, no. I'm 25-9-1.
25-9. What is the 1?
How do you tie? Mike Hawk, how do you tie?
Okay, there was 1 week where he didn't make it through the read-through, but then he finished the 3 times fast.
Okay,
we started
all right.
Oh, okay.
So I gave him a draw
we
that
called it a tie. Is that what you're saying?
All right.
It was an away game. It was an important point.
Fair enough.
All right, so this week's Ted versus the FCC goes something like this. And thank you, Matt, for the suggestion on your FCC riddle. Duff Fluck picked his flock of clocks continuously while yelling, "I'm picking my flock of clocks." The way that we do Ted versus the FCC is you need to read that 1 time through and then 3 times fast.
All right. Thanks, Matt. Hopefully continue my domination this year. Duff Fluck picked his flock of clocks continuously while yelling, "I'm picking my flock of clocks."
3 times fast.
Duff Fluck picked his flock of clocks while continuously yelling, "I'm picking my flock of clocks."
1.
Duff Fluck picked his flock of clocks while continuously yelling, "I'm picking my flock of clocks."
2.
Duck Fluck picked his flock of clocks while continuously yelling, "I'm picking my flock of clocks."
Big win for Ted versus the FCC. All right. Bitches, get those bad jokes ready to go. 844-999. Ola, you can email the bad jokes to the men's room at mensroomlive.com. Hell, send them to the Twitter there at Men's Room Live as well. We've got the drug in charge, Ryan Castle, coming up to kick off the bad jokes. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Bad joke time. 844-999. Ola, and away we go with the bad jokes.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to Bad Jokes.
Hello, how are you guys doing today?
Hola.
So, I got a pretty bad joke for you guys.
All right.
What do you call an overweight beagle that'll do anything for food?
What do you call an overweight beagle who will do anything for food?
A seagull.
I got you. All right. He was right. A pretty bad joke. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
No!
All right, guys. What is the best drug to have sex on?
What's the best drug to have sex on? What?
Birth control.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going?
Hola!
What's green, wooden, and fuzzy and will kill you if it falls out of a tree?
What is green and fuzzy and will kill you if it falls out of a tree?
Green, wooden, and fuzzy.
Green, wooden, and fuzzy. What?
A pool table.
Hello, Rich. Welcome to Bad Jokes.
Hola!
Hola!
Hey, what do you call a brunette girl with black and blue eyes?
What do you call a brunette with black and blue eyes?
A girl that told one too many blonde jokes.
Blonde girl.
Couple from the emails. You ready for this one? From Red the Chicken Man. Did you hear about the superhero with the lisp who always worked out?
Yeah, I just read that. I love it.
He Thor. Couple more.
I didn't get that till you said it.
Dad, where are my sunglasses? Son says, I don't know. Where are my dad glasses?
Oh, boy. That's a dad joke to the highest degree.
Why are crows so loud?
Why?
Cause.
Oh, Lord.
For the head chef, what's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
I'm not answering that.
Okay, good call. Have a minute to drink it time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we chose 32-year-old Rondell Chinook from Anchorage, Alaska. Rondell, if you're listening, man, seriously, what the hell is wrong with you? Here's the deal. He goes to a grocery store in the middle of the night on Tuesday and decides that he's going to steal a vehicle. And I've always made the argument, if you're going to steal a vehicle, like steal a Maserati, steal something that's worth going to jail. What kind of vehicle did he decide to steal? A motorized shopping cart. So he goes up, he steals a motorized shopping cart. Now, one of the problems is that the employee saw what he was doing, so they called the cops. Now, believe it or not, it took the cops 10 minutes to finally get there. And by then, you'd think he'd made a clean getaway, but no, the grocery cart tops out at 2 miles an hour. 2 miles. Just so you understand, the average human being, adult, walks 3 miles an hour. So this motorized shopping cart moves slower than the average person walking. And in the 10 minutes it took for the cops to get there, Rondell had made it only through the parking lot to the intersection, and that's where he got stuck in the snow. Now, I told the cops that he was just, quote, riding the cart to have fun. He was arrested and charged with felony theft. Felony. That's why, look, man, if you're going to get felony theft and you're going to steal a vehicle, get something fast. Get something expensive.
A shopping cart?
A motorized shop. And he tried to, you would think he'd load it into his own car and drive away or something. He rode it through the parking lot. It took him 10 minutes going to the Safeway parking lot. And they're like, you've got to be kidding me. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola, bichola! Let's get a caller 9 on the line right now to get ready to play Profile This. Caller 9, 844-999-OLA.
Hola! The shenanigans continue on the Men's Room Radio Network.